We now know how much oil spilled into Bayou Lafourche over the weekend, creating the largest oil spill that parish has ever seen. There's a multi-agency effort to stop it from floating down the bayou, which could threaten the drinking water supply. Good evening and thanks for watching. I'm Katie Moore. Charisse is off tonight. We just got an update on the response with the first estimates of the amount of oil that's spilled, and officials say that's around 34,000 gallons of crude. There are 117 workers involved in the response, with 28 vessels and 7 vacuum trucks to collect the oil. As Mike McDaniel explains, the unknowns about the spill have people worried about the bayou's future.
Workers have made a lot of progress, but there is still no timeline on how long this is going to take. Folks who live along the bayou say they're in disbelief this could even happen.
It's horrible. I never would have dreamed this, so nobody could go down there.
Jenna Krappel has lived in her Raceland home right on Bayou Lafourche her entire life. She's never seen anything like she has seen the last few days.
Yesterday, we actually had 3 alligators that passed. We think one of them had oil on it.
Saturday, crude oil started spilling out of a water drain into the bayou just across from her home. By Monday afternoon, more than 100 workers and about a dozen boats had most of the oil contained to about a 2-mile stretch of water.
We want to put a lot of assets on the water and get it up as quickly as we can to keep it from escaping further down the bayou.
Parish President Archie Chasson says the oil came from the Crescent Midstream plant in Raceland. It's estimated 820 barrels, or 34,440 gallons, somehow poured into a drainage ditch which connected to the bayou.
We're pretty happy with the progress so far. The company has been great to work with, along with their contractors, and we continue to believe that they're going to make it right and put the bayou back in a good place.
Impacts are already being felt. Vegetation along parts of the bayou is covered in oil. At least 20 animals have already been found dead. Krappel worries what'll happen once the oil is gone.
I'm just hoping it didn't have an impact on the fish, because we fish a lot in this bayou. People crab in this bayou, and that's all we've done. I mean, we love it.
It's also the source of drinking water for 4 parishes. Chasson says the drinking water is safe because the water intakes are far enough away from the oil to avoid any problems. The State Department of Health plans to do some testing just to be safe.
I don't know how it's going to affect, our future.
Back at her home, Krappel is worried about more than just the drinking water.
When you lived on the bayou for all my life like this, and we enjoy it. This is what I enjoy.
In Lafourche Parish, Mike McDaniel, WWL, Louisiana.
Crews are also checking the air quality on both sides of the bayou. That will continue as the cleanup moves forward. So far, there have been no issues with air quality there. Now, you can keep the oil spill response on track by reporting problems with it. And we do have 2 phone numbers to share for you. They're on your screen right now. The first is a hotline to call to see if you see any wildlife with oil on it. You'll be asked for a description of the animal and about the location where you found it or saw it. Right now, the reports of animals with oil include 2 turtles, a crawfish, 4 ducks, 3 alligators, and 17 salamanders. The second hotline is one to report any personal property damages from the oil spill. If you can't write the numbers down right now, don't worry, we'll have them on our website. That's also, where you can find continuing coverage of the response. Check out our free smartphone app and our social media pages for the latest updates as well.